Last Sunday, the New York Times carried a review of a book titled Marissa Mayer and the Fight to Save Yahoo! Marissa Mayer is a mother and CEO of Yahoo! Here is a brief story of her.
I was very, very certain that I was going to be a doctor. When I was in college, I was doing biology, I was doing chemistry, and I was good at it, but I just wasn't that excited about it. And I took my first computer science course, and it just completely captured my creativity, and I just realized that I wanted to be a part of it.
You are the youngest CEO of a Fortune 500 company in America. Is that a help? Is it a hindrance? Do you find it to be totally irrelevant to what you're trying to do every day?
Well, I've been a mom now for about 4.5 months, and I've been CEO for 7 months, and I would say that I wouldn't have missed a minute of either experience. They've both been great. It does take a lot of focus. You need to make sure that you're really prioritizing that. There's not a lot of room for anything else.
Yeah.
But overall, I've been having a terrific time with both.
Another similar story of a woman who had to fight against a societal stereotype in a developing country, India. These are some of the exceptional technological trajectories of women, but many are not lucky. A new form of inequality called digital divide is added to all the existing forms of discrimination. An inequality in the power to communicate and to process information digitally within countries, levels of incomes, education, race, ethnicity, and gender. The worst affected ones are girls and women based on gender. The reasons for the inequality? Well, some claim that women are rather technophobic and men are much better users of digital tools. But others observe unfavorable conditions with respect to employment, education, and income. But factors contributing to the gender and divide can be categorized into 3 levels. First level, physical access, that is lack of access to ICTs and skills. Second level, cognitive access, that is lack of application of computer skills. Third level, that is social access, that is disabling socio-cultural and managerial environmental factors. The result is that women are being disadvantaged in the process. The current scenario. The diagram presents the current scenario and issues related to women in digital technology and STEM education. My analysis. There must be a holistic approach in addressing the multivariate causes of the digital divide and go beyond connectivity and capability issues to include human, economic, and social well-being. Therefore, I believe that mere access to technology alone will not necessarily ensure that the technology will be used by women for their empowerment. There must be a genuine acknowledgement that a digital gender divide exists only as a direct reflection of existing gender-related inequalities, and policy actions should make use of the natural communication skills and media capacities of women and their proven embrace of the new digital opportunities to overcome long-standing gender inequalities. There should be considerations on the following. Besides access to STEM education and ICTs and conducive work environment, socio-cultural issues must be also addressed with an awareness that technology is shaped by social context, and move from gender-neutral teaching CIT to gender-sensitive teaching CIT to girls and women. Understand how the influence of environments in which technologies are placed. Understand there is a conflict between the personal familial expectations and workplace expectations. Therefore, the empowerment of women in ICTs should not be viewed as a women gaining power over men, but rather as a process that enables women gain access to decision-making processes and making choices about their lives which in turn requires sufficient levels of self-confidence and assertiveness. There must be a distinction that empowerment of women as capacity building to cope with the requirement of life more efficiently as against capacity building to transform the conditions of life and assert alternative gender roles. This distinction has impact on the approach one takes to address the gender and divide problem. There could be a counter argument that women in the developing countries require more attention on pressing needs of safe water, adequate food, improved health, and better education than ICTs. To this, my response is that even in these situations, ICTs can be a tool to provide information on safe water, health, food, and education within the framework of affordable and equitable access. To sum up, if we do not address this issue, every day we risk losing the talents of women as contributors to science, technology, engineering, and computer science. All that is needed is a small change in everyday mindset, attitudes, socio-cultural expectations, which can make a large difference. Thank you.